think this is just another speech, don't you? A soft lullaby for your broken spirit. A pat on the back to make you feel warm inside. You want comfort. You want to hear that everything is going to be okay. Well, guess what? The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. And if you're waiting for someone to tell you it will get better, you'll be waiting for a lifetime. They tried to kill you. They tried to break you. They stomped on your dreams, laughed at your struggles, and watched as you bled out your ambitions, one painful drop at a time. But did they succeed? Did they win? No. You're still here. You're still standing, breathing, fighting whether you realize it or not. You are a warrior in a battlefield that never stops testing you. Life is ruthless. It doesn't play fair, and it doesn't care about your excuses. You're still here, and that is the only thing that matters. Every scar, every bruise, every moment of despair was not your defeat, it was your preparation. This isn't some fairy tale. This isn't a world where things just happen for a reason, where people who wrong you get their karmic justice right away. No, life is chaos. It is brutal. It is cold. And you've learned that the hard way. But here's the truth, karma didn't have to deal with them. You did. You rose when they tried to bury you. You survived the storm they thought would drown you. They wanted you gone. They wanted you broken. Too bad. You're still standing. And they're nothing but dust in the wind now. Look around. You're not like the rest. You've been to hell and back. They saw you as weak, but they couldn't break you. They saw you as a victim, but now you're the one in control. They thought they could kill your spirit, steal your fire, but what they didn't realize was that they only fed it. They turned you into a beast, a relentless force that they'll never be able to face again. You think it's over? No. It's just the beginning. They tried to kill you. They tried to break you, but now you're stronger. Now, they've awakened a beast that will never stop hunting. You've been through the storm and came out with fire in your eyes and rage in your heart. So get comfortable, because this war is far from over. You're not the same. You're battle-tested. You've seen your demons and stared them down. They've tried to rob you of everything, your peace, your happiness, your future, but here you are, standing tall, defiant. This world doesn't get to decide your fate. You do. They couldn't kill you. So now what are you going to do about it? This is war, not a playground. There's no room for weakness here. No room for whining. No room for making excuses. The battlefield is here, right in front of you. So either you step forward and fight, or you surrender to the nothingness. The choice is yours. But understand this, there's no such thing as a neutral ground. What's your next move? Will you keep letting them walk all over you, letting them win? Or will you take this moment, this precious moment of survival, and use it to ignite the fire inside you? They tried to kill you and they failed. But now it's your turn. You better be ready, because this war is only beginning. You've been fed lies. They've been spoon-feeding you this nonsense for years. They've made you believe that life's unfair, that you deserve something because of your struggles. They've taught you that if you just keep pushing, if you just keep hoping, the universe will somehow reward you. Well, let me strip away that illusion right now. You've been living a fantasy, and it's holding you back. The truth. You're not special. The world doesn't care about your hardships. No one's going to come and rescue you. This isn't a movie. There's no magic happy ending for the people who work hard. This isn't about fairness. It's about survival. And survival isn't a reward, it's a fight. But here's the biggest lie they've sold you. You just need to work harder, and you'll get there. Bullshit. That's the poison they've been pushing down your throat. You've been told that all you need to do is push through, keep grinding, and one day you'll finally make it. But what have you really achieved? What are you left with at the end of each day? More exhaustion, more disappointment, more emptiness. Because the truth is, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Hard work without purpose is just sweat. You've been wasting your energy fighting the wrong battles, pursuing the wrong goals. You've been hustling for years and getting nowhere. And you think that if you just push a little harder, this time will be different. But guess what? It won't be. Because you're stuck in a loop of self-deception. You keep telling yourself that if you work hard enough, you'll get rewarded. But no one's out there handing out rewards just because you put in the hours. Life doesn't care about your sacrifice, it only cares about results. And you're not getting those results, are you? So let's face it, you've been lying to yourself. Every time you justify your failure with "I need to try harder," you're allowing yourself to be weak. You're giving yourself an excuse to stay in your comfort zone. You've allowed the narrative of hard work to blind you to the cold, hard truth that your failure is a result of your choices. It's not about how many hours you put in. It's about what you do with those hours. You've been making the same mistakes over and over, telling yourself you'll do better next time. But all you're doing is the same thing and expecting different results. That's insanity, and you've bought into it. You've bought into the lie that persistence alone will carry you through. Well, persistence without strategy is just foolishness. How many times have you worked tirelessly, only to see no reward? How many times have you burned yourself out, thinking that sheer effort would get you there? The lies keep feeding your stagnation. They keep telling you that if you stay positive, keep grinding, never give up, everything will work out. It's a fantasy, a trap. Life is brutal, and no amount of positive thinking will change that. Your mindset alone won't win this war. You need a battle plan. You need a strategy that cuts through the noise, a plan of action that won't leave you bleeding out on the battlefield. And let me tell you something right now. Your grind is worthless if you're grinding in the wrong direction. You've been working hard, but have you been working smart? Have you been questioning your actions and dabblings in your failures, seeking out the truth in your mistakes? Or have you been just moving for the sake of moving, hoping that things will magically get better? But the real question is this: what are you really afraid of? Why do you keep letting this lie control your life? You fear the discomfort of change. You fear facing the truth. You fear admitting that your approach has been flawed. You'd rather keep running in circles than confront the fact that you've been stuck in a lie all along. You've been hiding behind this excuse of working hard, instead of confronting the painful reality that you need to rethink everything. It's easier to stay in the lie. It's easier to stay in your comfort zone of mediocrity. But every day you do that, you lose. You lose a little more of yourself. You lose a little more of your fire, your drive, your edge. And before you know it, all that's left is a shell of who you could have been. A ghost of someone who could have fought back, but didn't. This isn't just about working harder, it's about facing reality. And the reality is this: you've been feeding yourself lies to justify your failures, to give you a reason to not take responsibility for your own life. There's a difference between trying and committing. You've been trying to get better, trying to improve, but you haven't made the commitment. You haven't made the decision to leave your excuses behind. You haven't burned the boats and promised yourself that you're done with mediocrity. And that's the problem. You've been trying, but you haven't truly committed. You've been caught in the illusion that trying hard enough will get you somewhere, but trying won't get you anywhere. Commitment will. You have to face this. Every time you tell yourself that you're doing your best, you're lying. You're not doing your best. Your best is not a half-hearted attempt at success. Your best is when you're all in, when you've burned the ships and there's no going back. That's what separates the winners from the losers. The winners are all in, no excuses, no backup plan. They're playing for keeps. Are you? It's time to wake up. Stop believing in fairy tales. Stop hoping that things will just magically get better. Stop waiting for a sign or the right time. The time is now, and the truth is staring you in the face. You've been living the lie long enough. But now you have a choice. You can keep clinging to your excuses, keep pretending that more hard work is going to get you where you want to go. Or you can face the truth. And that truth is this: it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about taking responsibility for your actions. It's about stopping the lies, cutting through the bullshit, and committing yourself to the fight. The time to change is now, or you'll be left behind. Listen closely, because I'm about to hit you with the truth. Not the soft, sugar-coated version. Not the feel-good kind that you can post on social media and pat yourself on the back. I'm giving you the brutal, raw, unfiltered truth. The truth that you've been avoiding. The one that keeps you trapped in your own lies. You are not special. You're not entitled to anything. You're not going to magically get the life you want because you deserve it. Life doesn't care about your past struggles. It doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't care about your dreams, your pain, or your excuses. It's cold, unforgiving, and relentless. And until you accept that, you will keep losing. This is war, and you are not ready for it. You think just showing up is enough. You think that putting in a little effort, showing a little grit, is going to get you the victory. You've got another thing coming. You've been lying to yourself about what it takes to win. You've been sitting on the sidelines, hoping things would just fall into place, while the real winners are out there grinding, pushing, fighting for every inch, and they're taking it. While you sit there waiting for the right moment, others are taking what should have been yours. They are out there working with one thing in mind: domination. They don't care about your excuses. They don't care about your setbacks. They don't care about your reasons for not being where you want to be. They are moving, and they are making shit happen. And that's why they are ahead. They're moving while you stand still. They're relentless and you're stuck. You've been told that your past doesn't define you, that you can change your future, that your story can be rewritten. But let me ask you this: how many times have you tried to change? How many promises have you made to yourself, only to break them when things got tough? How many times have you been so close to victory, only to turn back because it got uncomfortable? The truth is, you've been given every opportunity to change. The universe has laid it out for you, but you've been too weak to grab it. You've been holding on to the same excuses, the same fears, and the same bullshit that's been keeping you locked in this prison. And you know what? The universe is tired of your excuses. Life isn't going to keep handing you second chances. It's not going to wait for you to get your act together. The world is moving, and if you don't move with it, it will leave you behind. Here's another cold reality check. You are the only one holding yourself back. There is no one else to blame. You're the one who decides whether you will rise or fall. You've been pointing fingers, blaming your situation, your environment, other people for your lack of progress. But deep down, you know the truth. It's all on you. You're not a victim. You're not a casualty of the system. You are a product of your own choices. Your current situation is a direct result of the decisions you've made up until this point. You've chosen to stay comfortable. You've chosen to stay in the same place, to keep procrastinating, to avoid the hard work. You've chosen to keep lying to yourself, telling yourself that it's okay to wait, that it's okay to be content. Let me break something down for you. Contentment is your enemy. It's not peace, it's stagnation. It's the trap that keeps you stuck in the same cycle of mediocrity. When you get comfortable, you stop growing. When you stop growing, you stop living. And when you stop living, you die slowly, painfully, in a mental and spiritual sense. You've allowed comfort to be your cage. And every time you let it win, you dig yourself deeper into that hole. The more you avoid discomfort, the more you run away from challenges, the more you guarantee that you will stay exactly where you are. If you don't break out of that cycle, you will be the person who looks back on their life with regret, the person who could have been, but wasn't. You want to know what separates the successful from the weak? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not even opportunity. It's one thing, the ability to endure pain. Pain is the key. It's the test. The world doesn't give a damn about your comfort. The universe doesn't owe you a damn thing. But what it does give you is the chance to prove yourself, to show that you have the guts to keep going, to fight through the hellish days, to rise from the ashes. Pain is what shapes you into the person who wins. And if you're not willing to face it head on, then you're not willing to win. Period. Look at your life. What have you endured? What obstacles have you fought through? How much pain have you been willing to go through to make something of yourself? If the answer is not much, then you need to wake up. Success is not for the weak. It's not for those who want to sit on the sidelines and hope for a miracle. It's not for those who believe in positive vibes alone. It's for those who are willing to step into the fire and come out forged in steel. It's for those who are willing to go through the pain, to suffer, to fight, to claw their way to the top, no matter how many times they're knocked down. So I ask you again, what pain have you been willing to endure? If your answer is none, then you might as well quit right now, because you will never get to the top if you're not ready to endure the struggle. The raw, unfiltered truth is that life doesn't give handouts. It doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about results. And if you're not ready to bleed for those results, then you don't deserve them. You want to change your life. You want success. You want victory. Then you better be ready to sacrifice everything. There is no shortcut. There is no easy way. There is no magic formula. The only way forward is through the fire. The only way to rise is by accepting the harsh reality that this will hurt. But that hurt is your ally. That's where the growth happens. That's where the power comes from. You want to win? Then face the truth. The battle is real, and it's going to take everything you've got. The choice is yours. Let's get this straight. You can ignore the truth. You can tell yourself that the pain isn't worth it. You can keep hiding behind your excuses, lying to yourself that it's too hard, that it's too much, that you're not cut out for it. But understand one thing, and understand it clearly. The cost of weakness is far greater than the pain of strength. You think you're avoiding discomfort. You think you're avoiding the grind. No. What you're really doing is avoiding the inevitable. You're avoiding your own collapse. Because what happens when you let weakness take root in your life? What happens when you keep giving in to your comfort zone? Keep allowing mediocrity to dominate your every move. You rot. Slowly. Painfully. Like a disease creeping through your body, making you weaker every single day. Until one day you wake up and realize that you've missed your shot. That you've missed the opportunity to become something great. That's the price of weakness. A slow death of the spirit. You can keep telling yourself that you're too tired to fight. You can tell yourself that you've been through enough, that you've suffered enough, and now you deserve to relax. You can keep buying into the lie that life owes you something. But let me break it to you, no one owes you a damn thing. And if you keep this up, if you keep giving in to the fear, the doubts, the pain that you're unwilling to face, you will become irrelevant. Life will pass you by, and you will be left in the dust, a forgotten memory of what could have been. And that is 1,000 times worse than the pain of failure. It's worse than any of the obstacles you're avoiding right now, because nothing is worse than waking up one day and realizing you've wasted your potential. What happens if you keep avoiding the battle? If you keep running from discomfort? If you keep feeding your fear instead of fighting through it? You become a ghost. You become someone who used to have dreams, used to have ambition, but now all you have is regret. Regret will eat you alive. It will be your constant companion, haunting you at every turn. Every time you think about what you could have done, what you should have done, you'll feel that sting. It will be a sharp reminder that you were too weak to push through. And that regret will be the real killer, not the obstacles, not the pain. The regret of knowing you could have been great, but you chose to play it safe. Weakness doesn't just affect you, it spreads. It infects everything. It destroys your relationships. It destroys your health. It destroys your future. People will start to notice. People will start to see that you're not committed. They'll see that you're the one who quits, the one who folds when things get tough. And when that happens, you lose respect. You lose credibility. You lose your power. What does that look like? It looks like being the person everyone talks about behind your back. The one who never follows through. The one who says they want success but never does what it takes. The one who falls off the wagon every time they face adversity. And that's the worst part. When people stop believing in you. When you no longer have the trust of those around you. You can't hide from that. You can't escape it. The shame will follow you. Every time you try to move forward, every time you try to take a step, the weight of your past weakness will hold you back. You'll be trapped in your own mind, in your own doubts, wondering what would have happened if you had just fought when you had the chance. You can keep lying to yourself, but you know the truth. You know that every time you don't push yourself, every time you avoid the fight, you lose a piece of yourself. You lose your pride, you lose your dignity, you lose your will. And at the end of the day, when you look back on your life, all you'll have is the knowledge that you were too weak to break through. You'll have the memories of all the times you told yourself tomorrow and next time, but there won't be a tomorrow. There won't be a next time. There's only now. There's only today. So what are you going to do? The choice is yours. You can sit there wallowing in your comfort, telling yourself that it's too late, that the fight isn't worth it. Or you can make the decision to rise up. You can make the decision to crush every ounce of weakness in your life. You can decide that today is the day you stop being a coward and start being a warrior. Do you want to live the rest of your life as a spectator, watching others win, while you sit in the stands, making excuses for why you couldn't be out there with them? Or do you want to get in the arena, fight like hell, and take what's yours? The choice is yours, but don't fool yourself into thinking you have time. You don't. Weakness doesn't wait. It doesn't care about your dreams or your goals. It only cares about one thing, that you stay down. It will whisper in your ear, you're not good enough. You can't handle it. You're not strong enough. And if you listen to that voice, if you keep letting that weakness take root, you will never know what you could have been. But if you decide to stand up, to fight back, to tear through that weakness like a knife through flesh, then the world won't be able to stop you. So make a decision, right now, right here. Because if you don't, you will live with the consequences. You will live with the knowledge that you didn't have the courage to fight. And that, my friend, is a fate worse than failure. You know what the real failure is? It's not losing. It's never having the guts to step into the battle. Now it's time to rise. Time to flip the script, to crush the lies, and break free from the prison of your own making. You've been down. You've been broken. You've been stuck in the mud, in the mess of your own weakness. And now it's time to get up. This is where everything changes. The fire in your soul is not something that's meant to sit dormant. It's meant to burn through the bullshit. It's meant to burn through the excuses, the doubts, the fear that has been holding you back. You are not here to be a spectator. You are here to take what is yours, to claim victory, to rise up stronger, better, and more ruthless than ever before. But first, let's get one thing clear. Rising is not a choice. It's a command. You rise or you die. You rise or you remain stagnant in the pile of regret, watching the world pass you by. The rise is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You don't get the option to sit down, to lay back, to take it easy. You get one shot. And if you miss it, You'll become a ghost of your own dreams, a hollow shell of the person you could have been. So what are you going to do? What's it going to be? Are you going to stay stuck in that loop of failure, feeling sorry for yourself, letting fear dictate your every move? Or are you going to rise, stand tall, and fight with everything you've got? The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is done. The rise begins in Aldo. The first thing you need to understand is this. The pain you've been avoiding is not an enemy. It's fuel. It's the ignition that will set your soul on fire. The struggle, the suffering, the rejection, it's all part of the process. Without it, you wouldn't have the power to overcome. Without it, you wouldn't have the strength to build something greater than yourself. You've been beaten, battered, torn down by life's challenges. But that's what life does. Life doesn't give a damn about your comfort. Life will throw everything at you: pain, obstacles, failures, heartbreaks, and it will keep coming, one wave after another. But here's the reality you need to wake up to. You can't be broken if you refuse to break. You think the strongest people in this world are the ones who had it easy? Hell no. The strongest people are the ones who have been through hell and chose to rise from it. They've been pushed to their limits, they've faced their darkest hours. But they didn't stay down. They got up. And that's what you need to do now. Your pain is not your limitation. It's your foundation. You've been given the power to transform your suffering into strength. Every time you've been knocked down, every time you faced failure, every time you felt like giving up, it was just another opportunity to level up. Do you get that? The universe doesn't throw challenges at you because it wants to break you. It throws them at you because it's testing your will. It's asking, are you strong enough to handle this? Are you tough enough to turn this pain into power? And now it's time to answer that question. You think you don't have what it takes. You think you're too weak, too broken to rise again. That's your biggest lie. You've been stronger than you think. You've survived every single day of your life up until now. You've made it through the worst of your challenges. And every time you've stumbled, every time you've fallen, you've learned. You've gotten better. You've become more resilient. This isn't some motivational fluff. I'm not here to tell you that it's all going to be easy. Hell no. It's going to hurt. It's going to test you in ways you can't even imagine. But that's the point. Because without the battle, there is no victory. Without the grind, there is no glory. Without the struggle, there is no strength. So stop running from it. Stop hiding from the challenge. Embrace the fight. Because once you do, everything changes. The rise is not just about you. It's about everyone you're meant to influence, everyone you're meant to impact. When you rise, you don't just rise for yourself. You rise for the people who are waiting for you to show them what's possible. You rise for your family, for your friends, for the ones who need to see someone else win, in order for them to believe that they can win too. You are not fighting just for your own success. You are fighting for the example you will set. You are fighting for the legacy you will leave behind. You are fighting for the people who will look to you and say, because of you, I believed I could do it. The fight isn't just about you. It's about what you leave behind when you win. So now, you have to make a decision. Are you going to stay in the shadows, playing it safe, pretending you're okay with mediocrity? Or are you going to step into the light, embrace your power, and rise like you were always meant to? There is no middle ground here. There is no playing small. You rise or you stay stuck. And the moment you decide to rise, the world will feel it. But don't think for a second that it's going to be easy. The road ahead is going to be tough. It's going to challenge you in ways you've never imagined. But guess what? You're tougher. You've already made it through worse. And every scar, every bruise, every setback is proof that you can handle this. You've been through the battle. You've fought and lost and fought again. But now it's time to win. The difference is in your mindset. The difference is in how you approach every challenge. The difference is in how you react when you get knocked down. Will you stay down, or will you rise? The rise is about more than just achieving success. It's about proving to yourself that you are not a slave to fear. It's about proving to yourself that nothing at all can stop you once you make the decision to go all in. So make that decision right now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess. Rise, get up, fight, win. You were never meant to play small. You were never meant to be mediocre. You were meant for greatness. But greatness isn't just given to you. It's earned. It's fought for. And now it's your turn. Rise or die. This is it. The moment you've been waiting for. The moment you've been delaying. The moment you've been avoiding because it's uncomfortable. No more hiding. No more excuses. The time for change is now. You've heard the truth, you've seen the cost of weakness, you've felt the fire in your gut, and now it's time to either step into the light or be swallowed whole by the darkness. Here's the final command, move forward. Now, what are you waiting for? Another sign, another opportunity, another perfect moment. That moment doesn't exist. There's only now. This moment. The choices you make in the next few seconds will determine who you are for the rest of your life. Get up. Step into your power. Leave the past behind. You are no longer the person who hesitates, who doubts, who hides. You are the person who takes action, who moves forward, who makes shit happen. There are no more safety nets. There are no more fallback plans. There's no more comfort zone. The path is clear, and you have to walk it no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how many times you fail. You are in this fight for one reason, and one reason only: to win. To rise. To conquer everything that's been holding you back. So stop sitting on the sidelines. Stop letting your fear dictate your every move. Stop telling yourself that you'll try tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. There's only today, and right now you have a choice. Stay in the same cycle of mediocrity, or break free and rise. This is where the difference is made. The greats didn't become great because they were smarter, luckier, or more talented. They became great because they refused to stay down. They chose to get up. They chose to fight. And now it's your turn. The world doesn't care about your excuses. The universe doesn't owe you a damn thing. If you want success, you have to earn it. If you want freedom, you have to fight for it. If you want to be the person you've always dreamed of being, you have to decide to become that person. So let me ask you this: who are you going to be? Are you going to be the person who stayed down, who let fear win, who let weakness have the final say? Or are you going to be the one who rises, who faces the storm head on, and says, I will not be defeated. I will not lose. I will not stop until I've claimed everything that's mine. This is your battlefield. You are the warrior. The time for hesitation is over. It's time to make a decision, and that decision is to fight until there's nothing left of the old version of you. Tear down everything that stands in your way. No more fear. No more doubt. No more excuses. If you're still here, still reading, still listening, then something in you knows you're not done yet. You've been knocked down, yes, but you're still breathing. You still have fight left in you. And that means one thing: it's not over. Not by a long shot. So stand up, look yourself in the mirror, see who you are, and then see who you're about to become. It's time to rise. It's time to move. And if anyone dares to stand in your way, show them what happens when you stop playing small. Show them what happens when you become a force of nature. Show them that you're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for the future you deserve. For the life that was always meant for you, but you've had to fight to claim. This is your final command: rise, fight, win. Your destiny isn't waiting. It's here, right now. And it's yours for the taking. But only if you have the courage to step into it. So stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you it's time. It's time. Rise, warrior. Rise and claim your future.